All right, shalom, shalom. First off, give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Unto Yahweh,
Yahweh, by
Bahashem,
Hashem, Yahweh
Yahweh
Shai,
Shai,
by
Bahashem,
Hashem,
Rakakadash.
Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, all the men and the women who follow. So this is Brother Karatazah
This is Brother Yatazakba.
coming back at you with another lesson here on Fort Nebraska, doing the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Not sure what we're gonna call this video at the moment, but something along the lines of, 8 parallels um, between Rome and America, which Rome pretty much is America, or America is Rome reincarnated. So Lord's will, this is edifying, and without further ado, let's go.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
Yeah, man, the thing that was, or the thing that have been, is Rome. All right, you had um, a powerhouse dominate the world, you know, influence the world, pretty much take over the world, okay? And um, in the Roman Empire, that is. And then you had it reincarnate, which is back in the flesh, but it came back literally as America. All right, and Lord's will, throughout this lesson, you're going to see all the parallels. You'll see all the different the similarities between the two kingdoms.
Okay.
All right, so let's let's do verse 12 first, and then we'll do verse 11,
Okay, Revelation chapter 13,
just
verse
for the point's sake.
Revelation 13, verse 12. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
Right, that first beast whose deadly wound was healed. All right, that first beast is speaking about Rome, and his Rome went down. All right, and it was when it says this deadly wound is healed, that's literally it coming back to life. It the so-called reincarnation, or however you want to put it, which is America. Okay. Matter of fact, continue.
It says, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Now, who did that? America did that. America dropped those bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, right? So this is clearly talking about America. It's not talking about another kingdom, from 13 AD or anything like that. America is the kingdom that made that fire rain down, in various different places as well. Um, so go ahead, keep reading, Bubble Shot.
And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live.
Right, which is talking about these times. The image of the beast. This 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 system, this Romanized system that we're living in. Okay, um, go ahead.
It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Now, we're not going into the MOTB, but this is just further proving that it's talking about these times. Okay, this beast whose deadly wound was healed is talking about these times. All right, it's talking about America. Okay, so let's jump into these similarities. Baba Kushai, verse 11.
So Revelation 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
Right, he spake as a dragon because who is the dragon? The dragon is the Roman Empire. All right, and he had two horns like a lamb. Now, Baba Kushai, can we read this?
So this is from the Optimates and Popularis Wiki. It says, the traditional view comes from scholarship by Theodore Mommsen during the 19th century, in which he identified both populares and optimates as modern parliamentary style political parties.
Right. Same way you have Democrats and Republicans. You have the conservatives and
Liberals.
the liberals. It's the same deal. Okay. You had the popularies who were for the population. Okay, and you had the optimates who were for the optimum people within the society, people who made the money, aka the Democrats and the Republicans. It's the same way that they kind of trick you today. There's nothing new under the sun. Okay, so let's
Okay, if I may
go
make a
ahead, go
point,
ahead,
Baba
go ahead.
Rashad, yeah, because it says is two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. But we gotta remember that those two horns are from that same lamb. So the same way
Yeah,
today you got the Democrats and the Republicans, it's a part of the same system. It's just a trick to make you pick one or the other party. The same thing was going on in Rome, you know.
yeah, Khan, that's an excellent point, Tawada, because it's two sides to the same coin.
Yep.
You know, heads or tails, nigga.
Yeah.
But it's it's one coin.
Yeah, as we're going to get into further on in the lesson, you had a 1% that really had all the power, but they would make it seem like, this people had power over each other, you know what I'm saying? But
Well, let's get that right now then.
Con. So this is from the wiki, the 1% versus the 99%. It says in terms of wealth rather than income, the top 1% control 40%. It says as a result, the top 1% have the best houses, the best educations, the best doctors, and the best lifestyles. But there's one thing that money doesn't seem to have bought, an understanding that their fate is bound up with how the other 99% live.
That's why there's gonna be riots. Jacob's trouble. People aren't gonna just stand for how the system is. The 99 keep getting trodden down by the top 1%. The top 1% control the whole world. You know, the thing is, the top 1% have the ability to divide that 99% into different fractions. So the 99 would never be as strong as 99.
Mhm.
You know, hey, for the simple fact that you have the elect, and the elect would never be down with the other 98% of the world.
Mhm.
You know, so it's not meant, for us to be together. But again, the whole point of this exercise or this lesson is to just show you the the parallels. So let's jump into Rome.
Con. So it says, and this is the AI overview. It says in ancient Rome, the wealthy lived lavish lifestyles with large, well appointed houses, access to education, and plenty of leisure time. While the
Hey, that's the same thing you just said. The top 1% have the best houses, the best education, the best doctors and lifestyles.
Mhm. It
It's the
says,
same thing.
Con, while the poor resided in cramped, often dilapidated apartments, worked long hours, and had limited access to basic necessities, with their lives largely focused on survival and daily labor.
Yeah, man, we got to work day to day. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Living paycheck to paycheck. That's how they lived in Rome.
Con.
Stacked on top of each other in apartments, had to work long hours, 40 hours a week. You know, some people working 60 hours a week and barely making by.
Yeah, we was just talking about on the highways this past weekend. Like, uh, don't quote me on this exact number, but like the amount that you'd have to make to be like living well in Nebraska was like 70,000. But you work at McDonald's, you're only making 40, or 40,000 a year.
Shit, if you're lucky.
And
That's not even take home.
yeah,
Because you got taxes.
yep.
You made that 40. Then after taxes, it was probably around 33, 32, 32, 33.
Then you got to think about other cities where people can only afford a studio apartment,
Mm-hmm.
and they if they don't work, they gonna miss out on that rent. They're not gonna be able to take care of themselves.
Exactly. All right. So let's move on from there. Let's go to the first one. All right. It's the eagle. All right, this the eagle is a symbol of Rome. A lot of times, them see there's a double eagle. See if there's any.
There you go, right
There we
there.
go. Here we go. This eagle, look one looking to the west, one looking to the east, which is basically states that everything from the east to the west, as far as the eye can see, belongs to the Roman Empire. All right, and America stands on um, that same doctrine. Okay, with the eagle being its mascot, if you will. All right, why would the eagle be America's mascot or their mascot? Do you know?
Well, I know the eagle is like the highest flying bird, so
Kind
it's like it's basically saying like we on top of all this.
exactly. It flies higher. It's really a sign of pride. So hey, while we here, let's go ahead and get that Obadiah.
So this is Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 4. It says, "Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle."
Yeah, though thou exalt thyself, you're puffing yourself up
Yep.
like the eagle. Why? Because the eagle is the biggest, strongest bird out here. I seen an eagle like snatch damn near a deer. Come down and snatch a deer.
Shit.
Yeah, those pake them talon the talon
Yeah,
yeah the
talons. Yeah.
talons are very strong and sharp. They'll come down and snatch up a deer and bring it up and then drop it
Dang.
and kill it.
I didn't know eagles were strong like that. Like they
Yeah,
could lift down.
they'll take your kid. You gotta watch out for them eagles, boy. Don't go to Philadelphia. But
It says,
go ahead.
"Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars."
Yeah, that's why I said thou set thy nest amongst the stars because, like you said, it's the highest flying bird, and we know Esau set his nest amongst the stars with these space stations.
Yep. And it says, "Thence will I bring thee down," said the Lord.
Yeah, America brought down. It's like the Lord brought down Rome, and the Lord's going to bring down America. All right. Oh damn! I think I got rid of something I shouldn't have. All right. Well, we'll see. Um, here, let's roll with this.
Okay. This is Roads of the Roman Empire from concreteconstruction.net. Says the Romans built nearly 53,000 miles of roads linking the capital to their far-flung empire. To put this amazing feat in context, consider that the United States to date has built 42,000 miles of interstate highways.
Yeah, man. And just to add that little cherry on top,
And it says in the AI overview of who has the most highways in the world, the United States has the largest road network in the world with a total length of 6,500,000 kilometers.
which is still less than what Rome did, more than 2,000 years ago, which is a feat in itself. But another comparison. Why? Because all roads lead to what?
Rome.
To Rome.
Yep.
All right. Um, let's get
The D value.
yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Let's get the scripture first. No, we'll get this.
How much has the dollar devalued since the 1970s? This is from in 2013dollars.com. It says value of $1 from 1970 to 2024. This means that today's prices are 8.14 times as high as average prices since the 1970s. According to the Bureau, since 1970. So like it says, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics Consumer Price Index, a dollar today only buys 12.2% of what it could buy back then. Damn.
That's crazy. So in 1970, the same dollar we have today would be worth $8.14.
Dang.
And you wonder why $5 ain't gas money no more. You wonder why You used to get the oatmeal cream pies
The honey buns.
as a kid. A honey bun was 35 cent. The oatmeal cream pies, the Swiss rolls, they was 25 cent.
Mhm.
Now it's $1.
And some change, $1.50.
Dollar, yeah, $1.25, $1.50 for them. Well, they're not giving you more honey bun. You're not getting more oatmeal cream pie or Swiss
It's
roll.
actually probably smaller than it was back then, to be honest.
Yeah, well, the money isn't worth as much.
Come.
So you know, you see a dollar and it's a dollar, it's a dollar. It's the same thing. Well, it's more complicated than that because they're pumping so many dollars into the system. The money's devalued. When you're printing, millions and millions of dollars a day, anything, too much of anything is going to devalue it. You know, if I have the last ruby on earth, you know, but but they just found a diamond mine with 3 billion pounds of diamonds. Which one is more valuable, this last ruby
Yeah.
or a diamond that's 3 times the size?
Come.
It would be that ruby. Because why? Because the market is flooded, and because America's market is flooded, which is by design. Okay, but the system is going down.
Come. So this is the Roman money being devalued in the AI overview. The Roman Empire's currency was devalued over time through a process called debasing, which involved reducing the amount of precious metal in coins while keeping their face value the same.
Right. So you would take silver, and then you put whatever alloy or whatever metal you wanted to put with it inside the money, and it will make it less valuable. Because if you
Mhm.
take pure silver, okay, that's gonna have one value. But say you take 70% silver
Mhm.
and then 70% aluminum, and you put it in there, they're gonna look similar. But that's where you get people like biting the coin, because
Yeah.
if it bends easily, it's probably gold. But if it don't got no bend to it, and it's tough, then hey, it's something wrong with this.
You see, it says right there, the silver denarius, the silver content of the denarius was gradually reduced from 98% to less than 1% over a period of about 370 years.
God damn.
And this is an example of the first precept we brought out, how there's no new thing under the sun. Basically, that things repeat themselves, because it's not the exact same form of devaluing back then as it is today, because we deal with paper money now.
Yeah.
But it's the paper money has become devalued now is just a modern version of this. So it's not going to be the exact same thing, but
Right.
this is just the same situation in 2024.
They wrote that joint till the wheels fell off.
For real.
To lose 98% of your buying
Yeah,
power.
that's crazy. 98% is basically all silver. Is less than 1% of
To
silver is in the
nothing.
coin. Damn.
You put a drop of silver in that joint.
Look, it says the amount of silver in the Antonianite coins decreased until silver was only a trace element. Like
Wow.
there's traces of it left,
Right. It might be some silver in there.
Yeah,
You might get one that don't got no silver in it.
yeah.
That's crazy. But hey, that's America. That's Rome. You know what I'm saying? That's this Edomite system. All
Hmm.
right, that don't care nothing about the people.
So no, Salaki, I saw one more thing down there that we could read.
Go ahead.
Where right here it says other factors that contributed to the Roman Empire's economic decline included exhausted mines. So you're taking all the silver out of those mines, you printing out hella money. It's the same thing.
Exactly.
Decreased farming, increased taxation, poor leadership, and misunderstanding of economic principles.
Yeah, man. The taxes is definitely increasing here in America. The leadership, hey, that's another good parallel, because you had crooked niggas back then. You got crooked niggas now. I'm pretty sure you had crooked niggas everywhere. So that's why I really want to,
Yeah,
in every society, in every, term. But hey, you definitely had niggas that all politicians are all about themselves. Number one, okay, they moonlight like they're for the people,
Mhm.
but at the end of the day, they're shining their own silver.
Salak, can I read this last thing?
Yes,
Because it's
sir.
going to transition into the precept.
Yes, sir.
The paragraph above where it says
Yes, sir.
debasing the currency was a way for Roman empires to increase the money supply and pay for the empire's defense, civil wars, and other obligations. However, this led to inflation or rising prices for goods and services, and we see the exact same thing happening today.
Right, right. With the industrial military complex, you know, America having paying the most money out of any country, for their military. All right, but we can transition to that after we get this, Baba Shah.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
Yeah, man, America has increased itself with that which is not his. It stole this country. Okay, it's still in the various places around the world, setting up puppet leaders, stealing resources.
Mhm,
All right, everything that America has was gotten by the sea. All
mhm.
right, so they're gonna laden themselves with thick clay, and we ain't got to go into it. We can just speak on it. This thick clay is the Hebrew word ibatya, which means debt. All
Mm,
right, and let's just get this real quick while we're here.
man,
See how many trillion we at right now. Go ahead, you the mathematician.
36 trillion, 32 billion, 474 million, and counting.
And counting.
Very fast.
Yes, 106,000 per citizen. That's crazy. We both owe $106,000 that we ain't got no control over.
Bro.
So how can you come back from this? You can't. Just like it said that that Rome had reduced their money by 98%.
Mhm.
36 trillion. Nigga, it's over.
And what I find interesting is that even in the middle of this website here, you have like kind of like Roman depiction with this statue in the middle. I'm not
Yeah,
sure what they talking about here in the world of debt, of revolution
because
begins.
this the guy, he has the world on his shoulders.
Okay, okay,
And hey, and America has the world on his shoulders because as America goes, so does the world.
con.
Hey, we're gonna get into that too when we get into the influence. So let's go into the influence road. Uh, yeah, let's go into the influence right now.
Okay. This is Revelation chapter 14 and verse 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Yeah, man, you can give women's rights. You can give the alphabet crew, whatever it is they want to do. You know, you can spread your Christianity and your so-called democracy. You know, they have you can liberate people because they have weapons of mass destruction. That's what America pushes. That's that wine that all the nations are drinking. That's why all the nations are going to be sorrowful when America's destroyed because everyone's using the whore. That's what a whore is. A whore gets passed around. All right, a whore is for everybody. Like they say, like the youngins say, she's for the streets. America is for the streets of the world to use as they please, and everyone gets their rocks off, so to speak, on America because America is a consumer nation. All right, there we go.
So it says ancient Rome, how much influence did Rome have in the AI overview? Ancient Rome had a profound and widespread influence on the modern world, impacting aspects like language, Latin as the root of many European languages, which is still true today,
Yeah.
law, legal systems based on Roman law, architecture, such as columns, arches, concrete.
Hey, that's the same. That's what we see here in America. Let me see. Okay, so we can get pull up another one. Um.
Yep, with the columns
All
on
the
it.
state houses look like this.
Yep.
Whether you in Washington D.C., whether you're in Maryland, you're in Nebraska, Iowa, you know, it's not like look. You can go to
All 50 state capitals. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they rank them, you know, and they all look similar. All right. That's Nebraska. That's North Dakota. You know.
Let's see the number one. Oh, at the
Oh,
bottom.
that's
Yeah.
number three, Minnesota. Number two,
Iowa's
Texas.
yeah with that gold top.
Oh yeah,
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 yeah. That would be shining.
yeah,
But Baba Kushak, can we look up like Roman buildings?
yeah.
Look like we looking at the same
It's
pictures.
exactly America if it was 2,000 years ago, and then you have your coliseums. It's the same thing with your football stadiums,
Mhm.
your soccer stadiums. We're living in Rome, modern day Rome. It's the deadly beast. It's like the deadly wound that was healed. The beast with the deadly wound whom was healed.
Mhm.
The architecture is the exact same. All right, let's get rid of some of these tabs just to keep it clean. All
There was
right,
something. Nah. I think that was the only one.
we went into that, huh?
Yeah, as well as that.
All right, so let's go into the armies.
Con, you want to read the scripture again, or
Um, I don't think I had a scripture for this one.
okay, okay, con. So this is the Roman army spread thin in the AI overview. It says the Roman army spread thin in the late empire due to a number of factors, including expansion into new territories, where the Roman Empire expanded into new territories such as the Middle East and conquered coastal areas in Greece, Turkey, and Egypt. It says they had lack of centralized planning. The empire lacked the centralized military planning and cartography needed to support its grand strategy. There's a lack of concern for subject security, where the imperial government was less concerned with the security of its subjects than a modern government.
Yeah, they really didn't get no fuck. They were spread thin. When you let me see, do we have that? Yeah. When you look at the borders, how do you defend all of this? That's too much. You're doing too much. So you might be good. When you're in like inside the heart of Rome or in places like this. But if you live on the outskirts, you're probably getting those villages are getting raided all the time. You know, by I don't want to call them barbarian, but just outsiders. Outsiders, people who didn't like Rome. People who were on the outskirts. They were raiding these places all the time. For what? For food, for women. For um, substance. Anything of value. So you had the same parallel, Sakya, with America. America is overrun with its bases around the world. You know. Oh, yeah, I do got a scripture. I can't spell for shit, boy. There we go.
Habakkuk. Oh shoot, it was the precept before him. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5. It says, "Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man."
Hey, that's a recurring thing that he's a proud man. It said that he transgresseth by wine his doctrine, okay, his principles. All right, uh, his principles transgress the laws of the Most High.
It says, "Neither keepeth at home."
He don't stay home. Like you can see over here, he's in everyone else's country. All right, doing what he ain't supposed to be doing. You know, and then if you look at how they encircling Russia right now, it's a goddamn shame. Like, man, mind your own fucking business. But this is that wild man that we're talking about.
Yep. It said, "Who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied."
Right. His his desire is as hell, and he is as death. When he come to your city, it ain't nothing nice. Why? Because his gift was the sword.
Mhm.
All right, and he's coming to use it. And he can't be satisfied.
Hey, on that note, another similarity between ancient Rome and America is they military strength,
Yeah,
because that's why the scriptures liken Rome in the book of Daniel to that iron, because of
yeah,
how strong their military was.
okay,
Their military was very disciplined, but on top of that, they had that military what's it called, like the it was like a formation they would do with a spears. But basically, the Roman Empire, the way they got all of that territory was because of how strong their army was. That was them, spreading by war. And America today, I mean, you can look it up. They're probably still the number one ranked military. You know,
kind of got a scripture for you. Psalms 58:6, it says, "Break their teeth, O Yahweh, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Lord."
kind of, you can go into it about Bashar.
Yeah, so the teeth is their strength. It's talking about their military might. So, the psalmist is saying, break their teeth, break their might, because if you don't, you know, what it says, let them melt away as waters which run continually. When he bendeth his bows to shoot his arrows, let them be as cut in pieces. Why? Because if you don't, we will be destroyed.
Yeah.
So America's military might, like the brother said, he made a good point, is right there on par with Rome.
Kind
All right. Getting down to the nitty gritty. Um, let's get Jeremiah.
Okay, this is Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 13. "And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me the second time, saying, What seest thou? And I said, I see a seething pot, and the face thereof is toward the north."
Yeah, so let's get a map over here because this seething pot it faces towards the north. All right. So on this here map, you have here's the equator. Let me see if I can. Yeah, there we go. And then every ad in the world pops up.
Right. Disrespectful.
God, really?
We're gonna take this to Google, bro. We got to take this to Google, bro. Or how you be doing it?
Yeah,
Come.
yeah, that's better. So here is the equator. All right, this is the equator, which basically makes the earth, cuts the Earth in half from top to bottom. Then you have the prime meridian, which cuts it in half, west to east. So in the north, right, is not America prominently in the north,
Mm-hmm.
right? So let's read the scripture one more time.
It says, "And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me the second time, saying, What seest thou? And I said, I see a seething pot, and the face thereof is toward the north."
Right. So the seething pot in the north. What country above this line is more diverse than America?
Exactly, right. That's how we know it's not Canada or Russia or Greenland.
Yeah.
You know?
Which you do have countries that have a lot of different cultures in them, but every culture is in America.
Con. Yep.
You know, I'm pretty sure there's someone from every country in America. And you can't say that about pretty much any other country. I don't think there's not too many people from Chad
And
that are in Mongolia. You know, the,
right.
the dude just don't go. Why would he go? Why would I don't even know what you call someone from Chad? A Chadite?
A
A
Chadian.
Chadian?
Yeah, Chadian.
Chadine? Why would you call it? Or why would why would a Chadine go to Mongolia for the grill?
You could just go to America.
Right. But why would a Chadine go to America for a better life, for that American dream? You know that they still sell everybody. Hey, because of that wine.
Yep.
They want to sip of that wine. They want their piece of the pie. You can go to America and have the opportunity.
Hmm.
Okay, you don't have the same opportunities in the various places around the world. All right, that's why America is known as that melting pot.
Con.
Just like it said, called it a seething pot. That's what it's speaking about, Baba Bashar.
Con. America, the melting pot, an AI overview. The United States is often described as a melting pot to represent the idea that diverse cultures and ethnicities have come together to form a rich American society. And hey, just like I said, you can get Mongolian grill. You just come to America. Down the same street, you could get Mongolian food, Jamaican food, and African food, and probably in the same plaza.
In the same plaza.
And Mediterranean food. You know what I'm saying? It's
And got
all in them. It's all here.
and got the same family Issachar working it all.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
And then let's jump in and get that real quick.
And what was Rome multicultural? In the AI overview, it says yes, the Roman Empire was multicultural. It says the Roman Empire was a melting pot of cultures, languages, traditions, and belief systems. The empire stretched from the British Isles to to North Africa and included the coast of the Mediterranean Sea and Europe. And for tolerance, it says the Romans were generally tolerant of foreign cultures and religions. They allowed people to practice their own religion and customs as long as they also acknowledged the Roman gods and participated in public ceremonies.
Yeah. So when you do we have that picture still? Yeah. So when you look at these, you know, this is where Rome, like the center of Rome. All right, here in Italy. But you got to think all these countries had that were taken over had their own customs, their own people, their own you know culture, everything, and yet they all became Roman, okay, in one shape, form, or fashion. But they weren't all the same people. They didn't all look alike. They didn't all speak the same languages. All right, they didn't all believe in the same things. Okay, but because they were under one banner as Rome, they were one. And it's just the same thing in America. You know, everybody don't believe in the same thing here in America. Everybody don't look alike in America. You know, there's a lot of racially ambiguous people here. Inside joke. But the point is, it's that big melting pot. Damn, didn't mean to do that, but I think we got everything. Is there anything else that we needed to get?
No, I think there was one more tab, probably in the other.
Another one?
Yeah, I could be wrong though. Oh no, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Kind of. Hey, so Lord's what is edifying? You have anything? Any closing words?
Nah, lah.
All right. So Lord's what is edifying, and we give all praise, honor, and glory
Unto
to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
by
by
Hashem,
Shem,
Yahweh
Yahweh
Shai,
Shai,
by
by
Hashem
Shem,
Rakakadash. The honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, all the men and women who follow. Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.